Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Alienware LoL Lessons with Saint. Today we're going to be talking about itemization with Phantoml0rd, otherwise known as Karthus, Ziggs support main, the illustrious terrorizer of my games.
Yeah, I guess.
What
We're gonna talk. You can't curse or anything on this, right?
You can. We'll just bleep it out.
We're gonna talk about f***ing items. No, it's just like, how do you get hyped up to talk about?
Like, you can, yeah, exactly. You can like I love
We're
items.
gonna talk about items.
There you go.
So we're gonna talk about items today. You guys ready? Ready. My name is James Varga. Phantoml0rd is my nick. I've used it for pretty much all of my career, I guess, or time playing online since I think like Counter-Strike was the first game I ever played way back online. I am a screamer. Nah, I'm a streamer. I play online just to really just entertain people and just dick around and have fun and not really take the game seriously. I used to be a pro for like a little bit and then decided to pursue streaming because it's more relaxed. It's more of a lifestyle that I enjoy, and I love hanging out with the fans and having a good time with them. So that's pretty much what I do nowadays. All right, Sam, what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about all the Genjis out there, man. All the man immune varices, all those people building inefficient items and losing people the game.
I mean, it's been tested and tried over years now, but we know what's bad, so we're gonna be doing what?
Yeah, we know what's good and bad, and we're gonna give you the top 5 mistakes that people do in solo queue.
All right, guys, we're gonna talk about the first biggest mistake, or one of the biggest, that people do. What is it, Saint?
Not getting your penetration items, man.
Gotta pen them enemies. you gotta. Give me an example.
You got the Caitlyn late game, and you got that 400 armor Shyvana coming at you. You might want the last whisper in that game.
Most of the times, the tank have like tons of AD or armor and MR, and the person doesn't build penetration against them, and they start hitting them for no damage.
Yeah.
And then they get.
Well, I think like the real way people got to look at that is let's say you have the Blade of the Ruined King, right, and you're an AD carry, and you're trying to hit a tank that has a lot of armor. You're still only hitting them, even if it's 40% armor you're penning, you're still only hitting them for 200 damage. And when you have 200 damage on a 3,000 health tank, like count up how many auto attacks you got to hit that guy for. So I think you got to have like the core items to actually do the damage to back up the pen.
What is the next one, Saint, that we're going to talk about?
Alright, next one, man, is one to get defensive items on the carries.
Ah, so the Fed Karthus.
Yes, the Fed Karthus that's hitting you with the 1,000 damage ultimate even if you kill him. So I think a lot of the time, people get kind of like bloodthirsty and they'll be playing like AD carry, they're playing AP carry, and like, well, I just need more damage. If I get 900 AP, like, I'll just be good to go. But when you got somebody like Ziggs or Karthus or an assassin or somebody you can get on your back line and just blow your ass the up. Yeah, you need a little bit of
Gotta survive.
You need a little bit of padding, man.
Yeah, so Banshee's Veil is a good item versus...
Well, yeah, even still, yeah, Banshee's Veil is really good, but I think even the new Mercurial Scimitar is really nice. What is it like? Is it like 80/80 or something now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of really good options out there. And then they nerfed Randuin, so people don't get that. And of course there's...
slow anymore.
Yeah, and there's GA now too, so I mean I think that's like always the best option if you're like an AD carry.
Yep. If someone's gonna burst you like Talon running behind you and just one shot you gotta be able to survive it and keep damaging. So
yeah.
Alright, this one is definitely for Saints. The next one is, what should you do if you're fed, you're getting a lot of gold, what direction should you be building based on the game?
Yeah, well I mean a lot of the time you see, let's say the Shyvana, right, that's really big, has a lot of items. And they're diving on the back line, and they're full tank. If you're full tank, like of course you're gonna survive for a long time, but you're not gonna be a 30. Like the carry's just gonna ignore you. Like, all right, like you're like hitting me over there. I'm gonna lifesteal over here. And you're like slapping them with a wet noodle. But
should be building what, more some more damage.
Well, you need to figure out what your team needs. If you already have like a extremely fed Tristana or like a Kog'Maw or like some kind of hyper carry, and then you have like a really good mid laner that's pretty fed too, and you have enough damage on your team, you should probably build tank, because all you have to do is be a front line for your team and then let them do all the work.
Soak up damage.
Yeah, and so I think a lot of that is just figuring out what's good for your team comp. Sometimes you need to build damage if you have maybe like a Lulu mid or something that doesn't do a lot of damage. You might want to get like a Blade of the Rune King or something, or maybe throw a Triforce in. Like Vi is really popular with the Triforce.
Yep.
Yeah, but then a lot of the time, people will get kind of bloodthirsty on the damage items and
go full on, and it'll be another carry which the team doesn't need.
yeah, and then Vi, if you already have the fed Kog'Maw and you have the mid laner that's doing all the damage, and you're that Vi, I mean, Triforce is pretty nice. It's kind of fun to one-shot
Sometimes
people.
it works. Sometimes it works, but most of the time, your team needs that tank. So
yeah, dude, you gotta be the pattern for your team.
Gotta be a good teammate. All right, so the next one is gonna be about boots. How many should you build?
Oh, I mean, you got 2 feet, so obviously you need to get 2.
All right, but really, what direction should you be building boots? Can you give me an example?
Well, I mean, you should press the tab button, and you're like, wait a second. Do they have the CC? So I think there's a lot of champions that are like red flags. If they have like a Fiddlesticks on their team, or a Twisted Fate, or Morgana, or something with super hard CC, I'd say,
what do you build?
I would actually say 90% of your games. If you're like somebody that's going to be up in the front line getting the CC, get some damn Merc Treads for the love of God. I see so many people get Ninja Tabby or Boots of Mobility, and then they just get gold carded once by Twisted Fate.
And comboed and dead.
Yeah, but then at the same time, there's times when people don't need to build Mercs. Like they have no CC on the other team, and Ninja Tabby is, it's an insane boot. Well, that sounds so weird. It's an insane boot. But those boots are crazy.
That's boots.
Yeah. But because the way to look at Ninja Tabby is, let's say that Caitlyn's auto-attacking you, reduces what, isn't it 10% auto-attack damage? And then it has armor on top of it. So when you get Ninja Tabby, it's 20% auto-attack reduction when you get it, because it's the armor and the 10% reduction.
EOP.
So if you can get away with getting Ninja Tabby, you don't have a lot of CC, for the love of God, get Ninja Tabby. It's such a good item. It's so cost effective. The last one, we got Sustain. And that includes like lifesteal, mana regen, potions. Like potions are an item. Whenever I'm playing support, I love Biscuiteer. It's like the best thing ever.
God.
It gives you like a whole nother health bar for 35 gold. It's so clutch. But the same thing applies for mid laners and top laners.
A lot of people fail at reminding themselves to buy potions because it's a huge part of sustain. Even though like even mid game it might not seem like it's that big of a item to buy to invest into, it is. But yeah, as you said, like just buying potions and biscuits and stuff. If you have that mastery, it's something you should be continuously buying.
Well, a lot of mid laners go I know Rise.
Some though, it depends on the build. Yes,
yeah.
Some people like to go down the mastery or the utility tree and get that. Some people more just like to be full damage tree.
Yeah.
But I mean, another good example of sustain is like mid laners that build like
DFG rush compared to
just not going sustain versus a laner that has like a ton of damage or something like that, and someone that might try to invest in killing the other person and then not get a chance to, while the person they're facing is like just farming the lane, pushing.
Well, that's how the whole Themes LeBlanc came about, because people used to go DFG on her, and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna one-shot the guy in lane, and then people started running barrier and heal,
now they're just pushing the lane.
Yeah, they play against the Ziggs within a Themes, and people started building a Themes on LeBlanc. Like, wait a second, I have to be able to clear this wave out. I need sustain. So
well, that's one of the ways to counter her. So yeah, that's definitely something that should be considered in the item builds, is who you're facing.
So that's it for the top 5 itemization mistakes. Phantoml0rd, big thanks for coming out and joining me for Alienware's LoL Lessons Sustain.
Cool. Don't make those mistakes. I'm gonna f you up. Green cup.
Look at that screen
Yeah, you want to look directly at this.
Phantoml0rd. What's up?